I got some candy for you. Would you like some of my Pop Rocks? Come here. You gotta come get them. You can have some of my candy. Would you like some of my Pop Rocks? Come here, it's okay. I got some candy for you. Hello there, little fella. Here. Put the pop right there. Put them in your mouth. Let them pop. Enough. Ooh. How much do you have left?
From a skull such as this, anthropologists have been able to show us how some prehistoric men probably looked. They had low foreheads and thick skulls. They were generally shorter and stockier than modern men, but they walked more or less erectly. Their hands were much like our hands. Somehow these men learned to use their hands to grasp objects. A stone could be used as a simple tool. A stick could be handled as a simple weapon. Now men had more than their bare fists to use in the struggle to live. An even greater discovery was made when early men learned that they could shape a piece of flint by chipping it with another stone. Some of them took shelter in caves, and in some way, they had made one of the greatest discoveries of man. They had learned the use of fire. Can you imagine civilization without fire? With fire, prehistoric man could keep himself warm, and he could cook his food. Much of the food was meat brought in by the hunters, who killed game with their stone-tipped weapons. Prehistoric hunters painted animals they knew on the walls of their cave. This is a wild horse, as some cave artists drew him thousands of years ago. These pictures are the beginning of art, another achievement of prehistoric man. We can imagine how, by the flickering light of simple oil lamps, prehistoric artists painted pictures of the wild animals they hunted. Sometimes the cavemen carved figures of animals on cave walls and rock ledges. What other contributions did early men make? Let's imagine a scene around a campfire.
Toronto, and a church whose entire congregation is composed of deaf mutes. Pastor of the unusual church is Willis Etheridge, who hears and speaks normally. As part of his service, he leads the congregation in a sign language doxology. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. He says the words out loud for the benefit of those who lip read. The most moving part of the service comes when a hymn is sung in visual but silent harmony. The pastor uses a phonograph recording to set a tempo he transmits by sign to the choir.
dawn comes up like a teenage scream, the arrival of the froggy-voiced foursome is...
song for you. Take me to your darkest room. Close every window, bolt every door. The very first moment I heard your voice, I'd be in darkness no more. Take me to your most barren desert, 1,000 miles from the nearest sea. The very first moment I saw your smile, it would be like heaven to me. There's not any mountain too rugged to climb, no desert too barren to cross. Darling, if you would just show a sign of love, I could bear any loss. Take me to Siberia and the coldest weather of the winter time, and it would be just like spring in California, as long as I knew you were mine. Yes, it would be just like spring in California, as long as I knew you